All right, this is a little tutorial I like to call Hooks and Headlines, part of a new series. This is using your target audience's pain to create hooks and or headlines. So you can use this for at the top of social media posts, anywhere that you need a headline or a hook, and a formula to help you do that. There's many different kinds of headlines. Today I'm going to talk about using your target audience's pain to create headlines. So let's go. All right, so the first thing you want to do is you want to make a list of your target audience's pain points. This comes from doing your target audience research, and if you haven't done that, that's the first thing you need to do, because once you know that, you can write anything using that information, and it's always going to hit, more often than not, your clients, your audience. So write a list of your audience's pain points. Pick the most painful one, okay? And then you're going to use it to create a headline that plays into their fears. And the reason why you're doing this is because you're trying to help them. You can't help them if you don't get their attention long enough for them to understand that you know what you're talking about. And in order to be able to help them, you have to get their attention. So it's going to sound a little negative and mean, but it's really not. You're really helping them ultimately. So just bear with me. Okay, so one here. I'm using the product or the service industry, health and fitness coaching. So let's say one of the target pain points is afraid to fail another diet. That's what many people feel. They don't want to, they're leery to start a diet because they're afraid they're going to fail. So some of the headlines or hooks that I came up with, or thinking of dieting again, don't bother. You've already proven you can't. And that sounds like, whoa, right? Contrary, like, wow, it's a little rude. Well, it gets your attention, and that's what we want. We want to get their attention. We want to break up that brain pattern and interrupt it so that they do a double take. They scroll back up and they're like, what? Even if we can yield an emotion, that's the entire thing that I teach, is how to get that emotion, any emotion that sparks them to take a split second and think about what they've just read. Okay, so this says, like, thinking of dying again, don't bother. You've already proven you can't. And just somebody reading this, it's going to be like, how dare you? You can't tell me that. But it's an emotion. It gets their attention. It hooks them. Okay. Here's another one. This new diet you're thinking about trying, you're going to fail at it hard. So again, it's like, what? And it's these can start becoming addictive and fun to create once you understand exactly how to do it. But it's definitely better than the boring, headlines that don't capture any attention and are just barely there. All right. So another one, you don't have what it takes to successfully lose weight. Again, these sound harsh, but in reality, they're simply echoes of what your target audience is already thinking about themselves. And we know that it's one thing for you to say something to yourself, but if somebody else, especially somebody who doesn't know you, indignant, right? So when you mirror their own thoughts back to them, suddenly they stop accepting the message they're giving themselves, and they start getting indignant with you. So the rest of your article or blog post or post in general, explain further what you mean so that it turns them into understanding your point, and that you're not actually trying to insult them, and they'll understand that you got their attention for a reason so that they can read. And that's the point. Get them reading, get them scrolling so that they get your message. Okay. So like over here's a couple of other examples that I've used. Like, you're sick and tired and it's killing you, not so softly. You're acting like a baby mammoth with, you're acting like a mammoth with baby elephant syndrome. Okay. Your hopes are high and standards are low. You get nothing when you go for everything. You get the point. So Again, pain points. Let's make a list of your target audience's pain points, those people that you're trying to reach. Pick one of them, and then capitalize on that pain point using it as a hook or headline. Okay, so here's another example. And I chose business coaching as the industry. Okay, so here's one target pain point, that they're afraid everyone was right about it being a mistake to become an entrepreneur. This is a big fear of many entrepreneurs. They feel like it's hard enough going against the grain of society by yourself. It feels lonely. Everybody can understand that. Friends and family have a hard time understanding why you'd want to waste your time and being poor in the beginning instead of getting a paycheck and 9-to-5 job. So this is a very big fear of many entrepreneurs, and play on that. Your family was right. You don't have what it takes. They're all waiting for you to fail. And how foolish you look. And again, you're like, wow, that's brutal. Yes, that's the point. We have to get away from talking like everybody else talks online and in business. We have to stop doing what we think we're supposed to do or professionally speak, quote. And we have to start getting their attention, because the bottom line is you need business, you need customers, and you need sales, and you need to be willing to do what it takes to get that. So playing on their pain points is not a manipulation in the sense of you're going to do wrong by them, just the opposite. You're trying to help them, but you have to get their attention first. So I hope that this helps. Send me a message. Let me know if it did. And I'll be back soon with more tutorials to help you.